Hi everyone and welcome to episode 8 of Weekly Car News. So yeah, this week there's been quite a lot of news actually, so yeah, let's get straight into it. Right, so let's start off with this. This is the last 918 to come off the production line. So the production of the 918 started in 2013. For the 18th of September, meaning the 18th of the 9th month, which is quite clever. So that means that they've produced 43 every month. Which is quite good actually. That was their goal and apparently they succeeded with the goal. But that's not all. It takes 100 hours to build one of them. And that's with 100 employees. So it takes a lot of time. But also I found out another handy fact just browsing around the internet is the customers can actually choose what number production 918 that they want. So if I had a 918, which I obviously can't now because they're all sold out, I'd choose the last one, 918, because it's just cool, isn't it? Wouldn't you all just do that? Or the first one, but that's obviously sold. So what do you think of that one? It's unusual because you don't really see many in that kind of colour. You normally see them in black, white, silver, stuff like that. But yeah, it's definitely unusual. Let me know what you think down below. Sorry, my chair's really squeaky. Anyway, there's a new OneOff 918 as you can see up there. Hurley Hey, you may have heard of him from Bramos Racing. I have no idea how to say that. But yeah, it's made to replicate his 917 race car that he raced in and won Le Mans in once. It's white, as you can see, with blue and red accents on it. And also on the inside, you can see up there, it's also blue and red pinstripes and stitching, things like that. Looks very nice, I like it. Good to see a difference from all the black, whites, silver, all those other colours. But yeah, and then, yeah, very nice. So the 918 is currently at Bramos' supercar dealership in the US, and it's going to be handed over to Hurley Hey, the owner, very soon. Also, let me know what you think of it down below, and by the way, it's going to be one of those episodes again where I pretty much ask you what you think of everything, because why not? I really need to get a new chair. So moving on now, now you probably, actually you would have heard, yeah, the Nurburgring in Germany. It's an odd bit of news actually. I don't think anyone was really expecting it. But earlier on this year, a GTR kind of crashed and flipped and sadly killed a spectator. And after multiple accidents around the Nurburgring, I mean there's one every day, it's probably happening like right now, whenever you're watching this. It's a dangerous track, 13 miles I believe, but they've come out and said that they are banning the times around it, so it's kind of sad really, because that's obviously going to come to a halt now. They can find another track to go around. Please do it in the UK. But it's kind of also annoying because Koenigsegg were literally just about to test their 1-1 around the track, and that would have been really interesting to see, seeing as the SV, Lamborghini Aventador SV, did it in sub 7 seconds, lol, sub 7 minutes, so it would be interesting to see what the 1-1 will actually do. But seeing as the managers of the Nürburgring have now said that they've banned all the times around it, then I'm guessing that they'll have to do it somewhere else. So another story about the 1-1 now. Now Koenigsegg, as you know, is an incredible brand. The cars that they're bringing out currently are just out of this world. And they... Wait, hang on, let me try and word this. The previous record for the time taken for a car to get to 0 to 300 kilometers an hour was set by the Agera R. And that did it in 21 seconds, which is pretty good. And then the 1-1 came along and did it in 11. I mean, that just shows how, I mean, the Agera R is an insanely quick car. And then you see the 1-1, it's even quicker. But they also did a test from 0 to 300 kilometers an hour and back to 0 again. And the Koenigsegg 1-1 did it in 17 seconds, which is incredible. But what's also quite funny is the Agera R did it in 3 seconds slower, meaning the time taken for the Agera R to get to 0 to 300 and back to 0 again is pretty much the same time as a Koenigsegg 1-1 takes to goes from 0 to 300. Okay, this is really confusing. I'm just going to stop this now. But you get the idea. Right, so the F12, it was released in 2012. F12, 2012. And it was an instant success. As you probably know, it's a successor of the 599. And if it's following its footsteps, this could be the F12 GTO. It's rumoured that it's going to have 780 horsepower, which is mental. I mean, the normal one, standard F12, had 730, I believe. And this F12 GTO, apparently, as I said, it's going to have 780 horsepower kicking out from a 6.3 litre V12. And it's also going to be up to 100 kilograms lighter than the standard F12. So it's going to be a pretty insane car. As yet, we have no idea. I mean, even it's camoed fully. I mean, even the windows are camoed up, which means we could be seeing a redesigned interior. We don't know. It's early stages of the testing, but Ferrari are definitely working on something, so stay tuned. Every year, Pagani hosts a kind of rally kind of thing for all their customers to take their Paganis around Italy. Now, these are some of the things that are there this year. The OneOff Pagani Huayra La Monza, also the 760 LM Roadster and the 760 LM, amongst a Carrera GT and a 918. They weren't Paganis, but came along anyway. Other than that, there were just loads of more Zondas, things like that. Great thing to do as well. I mean, it's a good idea from Pagani, getting all some of the specialist cars that they've built recently together, go for a massive rally around Italy. I mean, that just imagine seeing that though. Just Pagani's just flying past you, and then a 918 and a Carrera GT. I want to live in Italy so much. Right, so this next story isn't really heavily around cars. But this 18-year-old basically has been charged for fraud over a certain amount of time, which I'm not really bothered about. But he apparently has a Scuderia. If you look closely, that just doesn't look like a Scuderia. It looks to me like an MR2. Look at the back wheel arch. It just doesn't look right to me. But I just found this article on the internet and thought it was quite funny because it's obviously a replica of a Scuderia, I think anyway. And seeing as he's been charged for fraud, it's quite funny really, because he's obviously trying to make it look like he has a Ferrari, but he actually has an MR2. But if it is a Scuderia, I'm sorry, but to me it just looks like an MR2. Just thought I'd include that. Right, so this next story isn't really a very lengthy one. It's pretty much just saying the price of an FXXK. It's this one up here. It's been seen for sale for 3.6 million euros, I believe that is, and that means 2.6 million pounds. That is crazy. If someone buys one in the UK, then that is just mental. I don't really know what else to say, to be honest, but 2.6 million. Would you spend that on a Laferrari FXXK? I would. So like I said last week, I would give you details about the Le Mans 24-hour endurance race. You probably already know this because it was last week. But Porsche won. They got 1-2 actually. They came first and second, which is insane. Yeah, these articles are kind of quite short and snappy, but it's just pretty much just giving you the news. What am I on about? Right, so the last story for you guys this week is about the Laferrari. Jason Plato took the Laferrari around Dunsfold, which is obviously the Top Gear test track, and did it in a time of 1 minute 14.2. Now, it wasn't driven by the normal Stig, so it's not really a very valid comparison between the fastest car which has gone around there, which is the Pagani Huayra, which did it 1 second faster. So basically we need to... My chair is squeaking again. But according to Jason, the track was also quite wet, so it's obviously still not a very accurate time, but we'd like to see the actual Stig put a time in, because I reckon it would be faster than the Huayra. But let me know down below what you think would be faster. So yeah guys, that is the end of this episode. I hope you liked it. If so, then please give a thumbs up down below. Also, give a comment in the comment section if you have any ways that I can improve the videos, any suggestions, just anything. I read all of them, I appreciate all of them, so yeah, give a little comment. Also remember to subscribe for loads more of these coming weekly, and also some other car ones soon, seeing as I'm attending Goodwood Festival of Speed next weekend. That means, sadly, there won't be a weekly car news next week, so it's not so weekly, sorry. But there will be a huge vlog from Goodwood because I'm there for all the days, I believe 4. So 4 days of Goodwood shall be up probably on the Monday or the Tuesday because it's going to take a few hours to edit. Because it's probably going to be about a half an hour video, so prepare yourselves for that, and yeah, I'll see you then. One last thing before I go, it looks like I have fake tan on because I've messed with the settings on there and made it go brighter because I keep on saying that it always looks too dark. So it does look a bit odd, I look a bit orange, but yeah. Dog just barked. Yeah, I don't have fake tan on. I'll probably get some lights or something because this really doesn't work. Thanks for watching. See you soon.